You know, it's time to put these people on notice. These fucking fake ass people like Joey Diaz. Listen, you're not Italian, dude. You're Cuban. Your family isn't Italian. I don't want to hear your fucking fake Bronx tale fucking accent. Every story you tell, you know, you try to make yourself sound like you're fucking Sean Connery in that movie The Rock. You know, like you're a fucking jewel thief. Every heist, you know, like everything, like you're classic only child syndrome, you know. Dude, real life isn't that way. You know, real life, you lose some shit. Maybe you can pull this shit with fucking millennials and beta males and people. Stories aren't even, like, I'm not saying all of them are lies, but a lot of it's bullshit. You know what I mean? Like Joey Diaz, if you've seen pictures of him, there was nothing about him that was intimidating, okay, when he was a young man, okay? He's not intimidating now. It's like, you don't have to lie to people to get them to like you. You know, he hangs out with people like Lee Syatt, people that are gullible and stupid enough to not question him. And yeah, he can pass by with some, you know, he's got some street knowledge. He's not a dummy. But, dude, a lot of that shit's make-believe. You know, it's kind of stupid to glamorize what a fucking scumbag you were. Like, I mean, you're happy that you don't ever really tell about the desperate side of addiction, you know. You don't tell about how you were coming down off of cocaine and you had to do something to get some more. No, you're always coming from fantasy land with all your stories, okay? I hope you can swim because you live on fucking Fantasy Island, okay? And you got people like him, like comedy, you know, when I worked in comedy, and comedy's a bunch of fucking damaged people, okay? It really is people that need people to pay attention to them. I don't need people to pay attention to me. You know what I mean? I sure as fuck ain't gonna make up make-believe stories, okay? I'm not gonna do what Joe Rogan does. He apologizes before every joke. Oh, this is about trans people. Don't get offended, you know? Dude, just say the joke. Quit being a pussy. Do you know what I mean? You look at people like Steven Crowder, and you're like, these are people that I would have slapped in high school. Do you know what I mean? This is the platform you got, and this is what you do with it. You know? Like, everybody's wrong, you're right. I mean, like, fucking Ben Shapiro, what a fucking loser that dude is. Okay? Listen, dude, you're gay. We got it, okay? You don't like women. Nothing wrong with it. Don't be so bitter about it, okay? Go meet yourself a nice guy. Owen Benjamin. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that dude. You know? But real comedians, Tom Segura isn't a real comedian. Bert Kreischer isn't a fucking real comedian. Bill Burr isn't a real comedian, okay? These guys are all fucking use people to help them write their stories. Like, real comedians, I don't give a fuck. Richard Pryor ain't a real comedian, okay? If you use somebody, okay, I don't care if you're Seinfeld, I don't care who you are, if you're Chris Rock, if you use somebody to help write you jokes, you're not a real comedian, okay? You're an actor. You're reciting lines from a script that someone else came up with. A real comedian is a fucking genius. A real comedian isn't fucking, Joe Rogan isn't a real comedian. No one in comedy is going, oh my god, Joe Rogan was a fucking huge influence on me. No, because he's not. He's a fucking C-rated comic. You know, I'm not saying that he's not an expert at wearing a Halloween costume and dress himself up like a fucking UFC fighter. Joey Diaz. He's a funny dude. He doesn't need to lie and tell all these dumb stories. He's a funny dude. He's a good storyteller. Do you know what I mean? He's a good storyteller. But it just gets kind of Everything revolves around, I mean, I'm just so sick of hearing everything about coke and this and that, and I got it, man. I'm sober too. Do you know what I mean? I've been sober 3 years. You know, like, after a while, you're kind of glamorizing it. You know? And, so, I mean, this is what you're doing with your life. You get up on stage and tell jokes. I mean, what are you really doing? Are you helping people? You know what I mean? Are you helping people that need help? How are you off stage when people don't know who you are? You know, are you helping your fellow man? I'm just telling you guys, this famous shit, I mean, it's ludicrous. Who gives a fuck? You're on a fucking big ass screen and you're in a movie, you know, that probably sucks. Big deal. I mean, you're not going to win the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just want to do something meaningful with my life, you know? Like, I want to do something where I'm not going to fucking sell people a bag of goods that isn't real. Do you know what I mean?